It's Friday, and welcome to another episode of me trying to set up my classroom on top of a perfectly set up classroom. This is the reality of taking over a classroom in the middle of the school year.
Stand underneath the sky of gray, watching clouds just roll away.
Good morning. Today is Friday. Yay! We've made it through the first 2 weeks of instruction. Well, week and a half, as it might be. I'm eating chocolate for breakfast because I need caffeine. And the soda machine was not dispensing. So, anyway, it's been a good 2 weeks. I am falling into a groove with my students, although we had check-ins or benchmark tests the last couple of days. So our schedule was a little off, but we're going to get back on today. And I just need to run some copies this morning. I need to pass out my morning work. And today I want to focus on two things. I want to focus on M class when the kids are here, and when the kids are out of the room, I want to focus on starting to put up some things that make it feel more like me in here. You see behind me, I have those like Velcro strips. I put them up for my grass squares. It was kind of a test. It failed. I had a feeling that was not going to be enough because this is hard plastic. And with it not being like a flat surface that it could really adhere to, I pretty much knew I was going to need some hot glue in addition to that. So I got my glue gun out. I bought myself a new glue gun that I haven't really used much. It's a cordless glue gun, which I'm really excited about because there's some things I need to do up high around here. I brought in my step ladder to do that yesterday, but I didn't get to it yesterday. I couldn't figure out what I was doing yesterday with the hot glue gun, so I need to look up my instructions for that because I thought it was going to be simple, like plug it in at the base and then just take it off and it would work for a certain amount of time until it cooled off. But I think I'm doing something wrong because it wasn't hot. Or maybe I just left it for too long and it like timed out or something. I don't know. Because I plugged it in and then I tried to use it during our specials, which is like our second block of the day. So I'm going to try to eat an apple and make myself feel healthy. I have on my Valentine's a little bit early, but that's okay. I'm kind of in that mood. This is Martin Luther King Day weekend coming up, so we have a 3-day weekend. Looking forward to that because there's some things that I need to do around the house. The secretary just let me know that she printed something in color for me for a bulletin board that I'm gonna do. Well, actually I think I might do it on my cabinets. So here are some things that I'm thinking. Back there in the corner, I want to get rid of all the stuff that's on the cart this weekend, and I want to take down those posters, which are good, but I want them to be over here, I think, where I do my my small groups. So I have to kind of like rework this space. I'm going to get a new helper chart thingy that takes up a little bit less space. I'm still gonna have the calendar. I have a birthday poster, so I don't know where I'll put the birthday poster, but I'm trying to make a little room because I want the things that are on the board back there to reflect what we're doing at small group table. I want to be able to put up somewhere my like Val V that has all the different like vowel sounds with like the faces for how you form them and stuff, so that when I'm working in small groups I can refer to it. But I have to figure out how to do that because it takes up a bit of room. So anyway, I'm gonna work over that area right there. Over here I would like to find a way to put away these books and things that are on those shelves in a different way, so that I can maybe put a few of my personal things there, like decorations and stuff. And then the cabinets, I want to take down those posters, see if I want to put them up somewhere else, and I want to put up my comprehension display, which is what she printed for me. It's like different comprehension skills, so I'm gonna put those up on my cabinets. I think there's enough for the 6 cabinets, so that way the kids can see them easily from their seats. Over here at the library, I haven't decided what exactly I'm gonna do yet, but I'm gonna make it tie into my theme so that, you know, we start pulling in the woodland theme. I was looking at the rug, and it might fit over there. I might try it and see if it does fit over there, because like I said, this is a nice rug up front, and if it fits over here, then I could just leave the gray rug and put it in there. But I think I'm still going to want a pad, because that gray is very flat and I want it to be more cushy than that. So I'll have to look for a pad and see what I can do about that after payday. Yeah, so I need to do that. I have some paper fans that are coming that I want to make look kind of like a tree right there, to kind of like minimize the look of that big gray heating unit, but I can't block the vents, so I have to do it strategically. Anyway, that is what I'm working on so far. Like this right here is stuff that I might use for that purpose. So it's just kind of been sitting there off to the side, and I keep moving that desk back and forth because the students go over there to make their lunch choices. She has like student supplies right here by her desk. I think I might move those to the front. I can still see them up there in the front, what they're doing and everything, so that they're not like taking extra things. Because I think that would be the reason to have them like close to the teacher desk, unless it's just because it's closer to the cabinet for restocking. That might also have been a consideration. So those are some things. Still need to go through my big cabinet. I feel like in every room that I've been in, there's been some kind of a scary cabinet or closet or something like that just has to have like extra organization. Over time, as I stay in this room, I'll probably buy some like organizers that stack in there really well to make good use of the space. But for right now, that's a good start. Oh, the reason I wanted to take those posters down in the back corner that I was talking about on the syllable posters that are on the rolling cabinet, I want to make a calm corner back there. So I'd like to get like a little chair. I'm wondering if I can get rid of one piece of furniture so that I have a little bit more room. There's a table back there. I'm wondering if I can consolidate and get rid of it, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that will work or not. It has a lot of like, it has one divider container on top of it that she was using to store like master copies, and she also has some over here. So I wonder if maybe I can pull that over here and organize everything once I have this in front of my desk, once I have all those things moved up to the front of the room, if I can like reorganize and get rid of that table, because that'll be just a little bit more space back there for the calm corner chair. But I have some materials, and I need to get a little basket. There's some fidgets that the counselor gave me, and then she has these folders full of things that can be like put on the doors, which is why I wanted to get the doors cleaned up, and like different types of breathing and calming techniques that can go over there, like laminated, for the kids to use when they need, you know, a little time out. My kids haven't really, there have been a couple of little things, like yesterday they started to show their little colors with some arguments that were happening, and that's more of something that I need to use. I have something called a peace wheel, and it's like a 6-step process for solving arguments with friends, that I usually teach in 3rd grade towards the beginning of the year. And then I walk them through a few arguments that they're having, like as a class we solve it using the peace wheel, and then I'll let kids go in the hall for 5 minutes together to use the peace wheel if they're having an argument. But I was thinking I have a few extra of these. Once I'm gonna put up 9 up there. I have a few extra, and I think I might put them on the cabinet wall, like the doors, like 2 of them, so that it's like a sensory thing if they want to feel it, because sometimes sensory, like tactile things, can be helpful for grounding. So anyway, it's 12 after 7. My students start coming in at like 7:40, so I have a little under 30 minutes. Yeah, like 25, about 30 minutes. Pass out morning work. We're kind of behind on our lessons because of NC check-ins. They take the kids a really long time still. We've been talking about pacing this week, and, you know, not staring into outer space when you're taking a test, that kind of thing. But one of my classes is ahead of my other class. My homeroom is ahead because my homeroom did not take as much time to finish their test. So I got more time with them than with my partner's class. So today I think what I'm going to do is put them in station work, but I'll just have less station time for my partner's class because I'll have to do some catch up on, there's an adverbs lesson that we didn't get to, so I'll have to do some catch up on that. And then they'll work in stations while I pull kids for M class testing because I really need to get going on that. I'm a little behind the 8 ball on it because I was still trying to like get my kids, you know, kind of in a routine with me and get my feet wet. So I really need to focus on that today and then next week also, so that the majority of it's done next week. So that's kind of where we're at. I'm gonna go ahead and pull everything up and get my computer up and running, and I have to reattach my computer that was over connected to the smart board. I have to do that, put that back. Hopefully everything goes right with that because I've never disconnected it before. Yesterday was my first day being brave enough to disconnect it, because there's like 6 things attached to it. So hopefully that'll all, I laid everything down like right where it had been, kind of like in the same order, so that hopefully when I go put everything back, it'll all be in the right spot. Because I'm not, like, I'm great with tech when it comes to like programs and figuring out how to get in and out of things and how to do different things online, but when it comes to like wiring and stuff, that is not my forte. So far I haven't like missed having Joe in the same school district, but if something goes wrong with my cords, my wires, I'm gonna miss it. Let's get the computer awake for the day. Okay, let's make a list of what we need to do. Home folders. teacher. Letter. One pager. Copies. Oh, I know what I was going to do. So the previous teacher had students have their like ELA folders in bins, and then they passed them out. They probably had some sort of like routine for who was passing them out. I feel like with the amount of time that we have, especially with the second class, I don't want to be passing them out. I just want the kids to pull them out of their desk and be ready to go. So the kids are going to be doing right side, left side for their desks. And I'm going to see if there's any kind of school desk separators so that I can encourage them. Okay, these are like offices. I don't want an office. I wonder if Lakeshore has something. Desk divider, partition. Even like a bin would work, but I don't want a super expensive bin. And I don't need the kind of thing that has like all the little dividers in it for like pencils and pens and all that. I don't need that. Maybe what I need is clear drawer organizer, 9 by 12. Stackable clear drawer organizer. Oh gosh, that's expensive. 9 by 3, that's too small. If I have 10 desks, that's $200.
Yikes! Yowza! Whoa! Whoa!
I feel like I might be able to get something like this at the Dollar Tree. See, here's 12 by 9, but it is $18 for one desk. And we're gonna have 15 desks. That's too much. I might just have to go to the Dollar Tree and see what I can find. As you can see, I'm really not getting anything done. It's kind of like refrigerator organizers is what I need. But it's not telling me the specs. It looks like it would work. I don't know. So these are $1.50. So that would be $3 per desk, which would be totally acceptable. So I think I just need to go to Dollar Tree and look and see what they have. And I might have to go around to different Dollar Trees. All right, time to pass out work. And get my board turned on. And this morning the kids are gonna have to put all their desks back because we have them in rows from testing. Okay, we are all ready, and I will see you again at planning time in about 2 hours. So, once again, I have lied to you. unintentionally. I don't know where the time went, but I basically, every time I have my planning time, I get so wrapped up in everything that I need to do right now that now I'm home. So I did get something though that I'm excited about, and I want you to unbox it with me. So let's look at this. It's for the classroom. I saved up my fetch points and was able to get an Amazon gift card. So this was part of that purchase. What is it, Baxter? Baxter thinks that everything is for him. Let's see what's in here. You love an unboxing, don't you? He's like, are there treats? Are there toys? It's not that kind of package, buddy. Okay, this might be, hold on. This is my chart on the mainland because it's very small, smaller than I expected. It is, it's so tiny. What in the world? Well, it's still super cute though. Birthday chart. It is literally about half of the size that I thought it was going to be. Like, look how small it is. But I guess that's good because it'll take up less room on the wall. But look, it is really, really cute. Those are some really, the hedgehog, oh my gosh. The deer, they're all like baby animals. Super, super cute. Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna write the birthdays on there, and then we can take down the other birthday chart, and that'll take up a lot less room. Because the birthday and the helper chart are like taking up some serious prime real estate right now. All right. This is, I think these are my fans, my paper fans that I'm going to use to kind of distract from the ugly HVAC that is like the focal point when you walk into my room. So we're going to try to make that look a little nicer. I like there to be something when you walk into the classroom that your eye just is drawn to straight across the room that looks nice and goes with the theme. Oh yeah, that's what this is. So I will have to, oh wait, these are easy. I got that one. Extra's like, what is this? Got this one. There's like a bunch of different ones. But the idea is to make a tree-like appearance. Let's see what else is in here. There's greenish ones. There's some brown ones. This is so much easier than the tissue paper pom-poms because you don't have to, super cute. You don't have to fluff them all up, and that takes some time. Little ones, big ones. And you can put them away later in this container so that you can reuse them. They don't get destroyed. But I'm going to put them up high, so I don't think the kids will tend to mess with them. Okay, so there's that. There's that. What, you want me to throw the bear? Am I not paying enough attention to you? 1, 2, 3. Go get it. And then, this is Oh, these are my affirmations. That's my affirmation station that I can put around my mirror. So I have to figure out where my mirror is going to go. It says successful, unique, important, enough, talented, caring, bold, credible, determined, fearless, funny, wonderful, honest, exceptional, loved, brave, capable, strong. So yeah, that's all of the affirmations. And then what does this say? A-O-U-Y-E-R. Oh, it says you are, and then it has all the affirmations that go around the mirror. So the next thing that we will do is the helper chart after that, but I'm waiting until payday before I do that. It's not that much, but our school district, well, all the schools in North Carolina that are public anyway, pay you like the last day before Christmas break, and then you don't get paid again until your regular pay date, which is at the end of January. And that is a very long time. All the teachers in North Carolina are anxiously awaiting payday in January, at the end of January. So we've been taking the tree down today, and stuff is over there. So that's what we're up to here. I'm gonna run to the grocery because I have a pickup order. So I'm gonna go pick that up, and then I will check back in with you probably tomorrow because I'm gonna do a few things in my classroom for a couple of hours tomorrow. So next time you see me, that's where I'll be. Good afternoon. It is now Tuesday. This seems to be a pattern lately, but jumping in the middle of the year is a lot of work. So I got a few things done today while the students were in here. So let me show you what I have done. First of all, I am testing this, and I'm not happy with the fact that it doesn't look like it's lined up correctly. But anyway, it looks like the hot glue gun with the Velcro is going to work. We'll see if it's still there tomorrow morning. So that's my test before I put up the other 6 squares. And then let's come over here to the library. Took down the library and put up this border. I'm getting ready to do some trees right here, like a little forest scene and a cute like saying, which I haven't decided for sure which one I'm doing. Yeah. And then over here, haven't taken that down yet, but I did take this down, and I am getting ready to put up my Val Valley, and I'll probably change out the border, but that's not like super duper problematic. I did the bottom border with my bears, and I'm trying to decide if I want to bother with the top border or just kind of leave it for a pop of color. Not sure yet, but I got that done. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I figured out that the glue gun, it only lasts for 5 minutes. So if you pick it up and then you put it down and you don't use it, it's not like holding on to the charge. So that's what happened to me the other day. I think I like started to do something, then I set it down and got busy. And then I came back to it expecting it to still be warm because I hadn't been using it, but it just cools right off unless it's on the base. So I learned that the hard way. Joe is about to pick me up soon. So I think that I have time to maybe make my trees for my forest. And then I'm probably going to get going tonight. And tomorrow I will try to quick put the fans up on that thing right there to create like a little tree thing. Still have not found my slats that go inside my mailboxes. Not sure what I did with them. So there's that, but there's time. Oh, I was thinking about putting this background paper. Maybe I can do this really quick. Putting this background paper up over here. But I don't know, because that might make it harder. I think the Val Valley will actually show up better on the black. So maybe I won't do that. Where can I put this? Not sure what to do with this. I do like this paper, but I don't need to put it up just to put it up. So we'll see. It gives the impression of tree trunk, kind of, sort of. So I'm not sure. But anyway, looking for quick things that I can do before he picks me up. These children are leaving their things on the floor. Hold on. Okay. So let's go ahead and see if we can draw out some cute little trees to go on our board. And then it'll probably be time to go home. and down 2 more to go. All right, so here's what we got going so far. I found a white paint pen to make some snow, and I'll probably do some on here, but I'm gonna do a third, like a loblolly pine, like right back there, that's kind of like covered by this mostly. Then I do like a little snowdrift over here, and we'll figure that part out later. But Joe is here to get me, so I'm gonna stop for now, and we will do more later. I think I'm gonna end the video here because I don't want it to be too terribly long. So check back with me to see how it turns out. All right, thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. As always, don't forget to work hard, be kind, and amazing things will happen. Talk to you next time.